filming. Okay, hello. So it's been a few weeks and I want to show you what I made. First of all, I went on YouTube and there was some video tutorials on how to make these. I made them a year ago for my kids and I went and I decided I'd make mine later. Later turns out to be over a year later. So I finally got them done and I was using scrap yarn. Let's see, I made Evil Eyes. I used scrap yarn. I got the hoops on Amazon. I do not remember how much they cost. So here's the first one. The hoop is 8 inches. Now this part right here is different on all of them, and it's different from the YouTube tutorials. This part right here on this one is the shark's fin. And that is going to be different on all of them because originally I was going to make them all the same, just different colors. But apparently when I was making them, I decided to not do that and actually make them all different. So this one's the light blue with the dark blue and the shark's fin. And that is the first one I made. Also, I made blue for my kids as well, but I couldn't decide what color I wanted, and I had all the hoops. So here's the next one. It is red, or orange and red. And this border is the flame border. Now for the borders, I just went on YouTube and looked up borders and got a bunch of videos on different borders. So that's how I did that. This one, oh sorry, is my light green, dark green. And this one, I don't remember if it's a flower border. I don't actually remember which border this one is. But that's my green one. Then we have this brown one, which if I could do this one again, I would change these, the white parts. There's too many stitches, so it's not very tight. I mean, it works, but it's not very tight. So this is my yellow and brown, and the brown is the picot border, and the brown, this is actually all one brown. It's just the Red Heart Latte variegated yarn. So it looks like it's two different, it is obviously different colors. It's variegated, but it's one yarn color from one skein. Okay, now we've got the black one. And this one has leaves. You can't tell very well with the black yarn, but it's the gray with the black leaves. And this black is actually the yarn my kids got me for Mother's Day, like 2 years ago. So is this black, which has gold in it, which you can tell right here. It's got some gold. And I used that for all of them. This one is my pink and purple. Now with this one, the border, I don't actually remember which one it was. I do not. So that is all 6 of them, and it took me about 2 weeks to make them. Also with these, what I did was after I made it, I knotted the ends and weaved them in, but I also fabric glued them. Since they're going to be on the wall, this doesn't bother me. But I fabric glued the ends down, then I cut them. So that's what the back looks like. It's not very flush, but that part's going to be up against the wall. So that is my 6 Evil Eyes that I made. And I figured why not? I mean, I was using up scrap yarn. I didn't know what color I really wanted. I wanted the blue because that one matches my girls, but I just kind of couldn't decide what color I wanted. Now, that took about 2 weeks, and I was watching Bridgerton. Yeah, I was watching Bridgerton while I did that, and I was also watching The Mole. I think I was at the end of The Mole. There's like 1 episode left or something, and then I started watching Bridgerton. It took me 2 weeks to make life stuff was happening in between as well. And then once I finished that, because it's been a while since those have been done, it took me a while to make the video, but I went online with my tablet and my computer, and I found some wall hangings, graphs on Etsy, and I made some, and I have them all in my tablet here. I got them all organized so I can make them. Some of them are going to be birthday gifts, some are going to be Christmas gifts, and so those are coming up pretty quick. So I got them all organized in there. I think at last count there was 53 I need to make. However, I started making one. I don't know. Did I pull it apart? Oh, I must have. Okay, so I started making one of the graphs, and oh, no, I didn't. It's not working. It is not working. Okay, so here's, oops. Yeah, we're just frogging it already. Okay, so here's one of the graphs I was making. It's going to be a shark. I added, originally on the graph, it doesn't have white, and I added white for the teeth, but I don't like it. It is not coming out the way I wanted. And I have no idea why the bottom is doing that. It's just bowing down. I don't know if you can see that. It's like down. So I'm going to frog it again and start a different graph. I think that one is a lost cause. And this is the bag I'm using for right now for my wall hanging projects. I have a backpack. I have a backpack down there I forgot to get that has a bunch of scrap yarn balls in it from a lot of my projects. Like, okay, there's blue, didn't get attached. Here's the gray that I'm working with. Now the red is kind of funny. Sorry. Flip that out of the way just to put it in the way. Here's my red, the rest of my red. This is the forever ball of red. I've not been able to get rid of it or use it all up. Now the white, that's what I have on that. But that one is pretty new. I need to do it for a different wall hanging I was making, and I didn't use it up. That I did not use very much of it. So I've got that. So I'm going to be doing wall hangings. I do those while my husband's at work because it's just easier to do them that way because he's at work, and if I have to really focus on it, you know, the kids are gone, he's at work. So if I have to really focus in counting and all that, I got it. Now, while he's home though, here is what I'm working on now. I finished my variegated purple alpine stitch blanket. Now I'm working on this beautiful thing. This is the larksfoot stitch. Now the very bottom, right there, has this green and gray. It's dark green and gray. And I'm going to end up using that as a border all the way around. Now, I couldn't quite decide on if I wanted this dark one or this green one with the gray. But the way the pattern goes, it goes from, let's see, from this color to this one. Then on the opposite side, it goes from that same color back to the other one. So it actually worked out rather well. Now this is as wide as a California king size bed. I'm a glutton for punishment. They're always as wide as a California king size bed. They're always generally supposed to be a twin size with a drape or overhang, you know, but these ones are not. So I've got that, and as you can see, all the tails are still attached. I'm just, with these, instead of snipping every row or every color change, I'm just carrying it up the side for all the colors. They're just getting carried up the side. And oh boy, I almost frogged part of it because I forgot to put my stitch marker back in. I was actually working on this today. Not while my husband was at work, or while my husband was at work, but while I was watching the washer. Now this is my bin of yarn for it. So these are the colors I'm using, but underneath, oh, that's about to fall. Okay, but underneath then, I have more yarn for this blanket. Now, to be honest, I am hoping I have enough of each color for this blanket, but let's be honest, I didn't for the purple alpine stitch. However, this one doesn't use as much yarn as the alpine stitch. This one is considerably lighter than the last one I made. I thought I was doing something wrong because this one is so much lighter than the alpine stitch one I made that I thought I had done something wrong because it's not heavy, like really, really heavy. But I have like, what is it? 3 years to make this. My one kid is she got 3 years before she graduates high school. So guess what? I have 3 years to make this. However, I want to get it done right away. I want to get it done as quick as possible because I have another blanket, or I have a moose blanket I want to make. I have a Porky Pig blanket I want to make. And then I have another blanket like this, like these, that I want to make. I've already done the purple alpine stitch, now the green lark's foot. And then I didn't realize how much purple I had of the Hobie yarn. Most of those are the Hobie mega balls of yarn. Like, these are the Hobie mega balls of yarn. And I got them a year or two ago because they were pretty and I didn't really have anything in mind to use them for. Now I do. Let's see. Then the other thing I want to work on is some pillowcases for couch pillows that have an N on them to go on my couch in my family room. So I want to get those done as well. So I have like 52 wall hangings I want to make. I got to finish this blanket. I have 2 other blankets I want to make. And I have some pillowcases or pillow covers I want to make. I also have some other stuff I want to do. But, and a red, white, and blue match mouse. I never made my match mouse either. So, match mouse is going to be on the agenda. And actually, I just might make that and then start the other wall hangings. And then I also have 2 nativity sets. I have to stuff with polyfill and then stitch closed. And those will be done. So, that's what I'm up to right now. And I might make a video on the wall hangings. I saw another YouTuber who does wall hangings, and she does the how many can I make in a week type of thing sometimes. I'm not sure if I can do that, but I can do a wall hanging countdown maybe. I might do that. See how many days it takes and how many I can get done, because since they're all in here now, I can just crank them out. There's going to be, right off the top of my head, 2 of them that are going to be pretty lengthy to make because they have different color changes and stuff. The rest of them, a lot of them are pretty simple, and the majority of them I did get off Etsy, so I will not be showing the patterns. There are some of them I made myself, so obviously I won't be showing the graphs for those either. But I'm going to definitely try and get those done. Oh, I got a lot to do. So I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on a different wall hanging. This shark one is just, I've started it and frogged it about 4 times already. It's just not working. So I'm going to start a different one. That one's going to go on the back burner for a bit. And then I'm going to start another one. As a matter of fact, let us see. Since I have this right here. That was the little red shark. The shark with little... to be fair, it's blue, gray, and red. I did add the white for the teeth. They're just not coming out very well. Oh, I'm working on a Nutcracker gingerbread man one. I did make another shark one, but I could try the easy one that says love. Could do that, get that cranked out real quick. One of them I want to do that says home sweet home. I cannot do until I'm done with this yarn because I need this yarn for it. Because that's like a Christmassy green and that's what I want for it. So I have to wait for that. Oh, and it uses the white. Oh. Okay, that one might have to wait, actually. I might be able to do my shamrock, but maybe not. I'm also working on a fleur-de-lis. So I have, let's see, I have two or three charts that I'm still working on. So then that would put that up to 53 or 54. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just need to start cranking things out. This is, wow. Maybe I'll do the snake one next. That one looks pretty easy too. Actually, they're all pretty easy. It's just, I'm kind of going off the colors I have out. Oh, shoot. I can't do that one. I'm using the green. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing issues here. I am seeing issues here. I can't make anything with green because I'm using it on my larksfoot blanket. Shenanigans. Oh, darn it. Darn. Okay, so that leaves me with a few choices. I could do one of my teapot wall hangings. One of them that I really like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It looks like an old teapot. Okay, so there it is. Very, very simple. I'm also thinking of putting the words tea time on it, but I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that and then I'll see how it starts looking before I do that. And I might not necessarily just do black. I might not just do black or white. I may do other colors in there too, so we shall see. Yeah, I gotta pick a new wall hanging though because these are not working out very well. I'll show you one of the complicated ones. Oh, how did it get smushed? Okay. Well, anytime I make it smaller, it gets smushed. But here's one that my kid wants. Oh, you can't really see that. I'm right in front of the window too. Such a glare. But she wanted a Slytherin Krampus. So I'm trying to make that for her as well. So I got all my charts planned. I'm going to pick one. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang up my evil eyes again. Then I'm going to put away my blanket for right now because I basically work on that of an evening, and I'll see if I can't get one of these charts done today. Okay. So, until next time, we'll talk to you later.